This is the color of blood. The composition of blood. The human body has 5 liters of blood. That's 5 whole liter bottles of your favorite soda. Our blood is a clearish liquid plasma that contains red and white blood cells and platelets that float around in it. One of the main components of blood are platelets. Platelets are the smallest cells in blood and make up a tiny fraction of the total volume of blood. Platelets are like band-aids that float in your blood. The main function of platelets is to prevent bleeding by helping the blood clot and form scabs. Another main component of blood is white blood cells. They are the largest cells in our body, but make up the smallest portion. White blood cells are like vacuum cleaners. They will clean up the sicknesses that are harming your body. Now, the main component of blood is red blood cells. They are the most numerous cells in the blood and make up 40% of the total volume. These cells are round, biconcave discs, meaning they look similar to the shape of a tire. Red blood cells help carry oxygen throughout our bodies. Red blood cells contain important proteins that determine the color of our blood.
So what is the actual color of blood? Red blood cells are composed of 1/3 hemoglobin, a protein that causes the cells to be red. It is a container-like structure inside our red blood cells that helps us carry oxygen to different parts of our body. It is made up of 4 ball-shaped structures, each of which are attached to an iron molecule. Hemoglobin is like a sponge that soaks up oxygen in our blood. As the sponge collects the oxygen, it causes the blood to be a red color. Blood has 2 different forms, one with oxygen and one without. The blood with oxygen has oxygen molecules attached to the hemoglobin proteins. The blood without oxygen molecules is called deoxygenated blood, while the blood with oxygen is called oxygenated blood. The different colors of the blood relates to the way it moves throughout the body. When deoxygenated blood travels through the body, its goal is to become oxygenated. It first travels through the veins in the heart, into the heart. Veins are like tunnels that run throughout our body, taking our blood to different parts of our body. Once in the heart, the blood is pumped to the lungs. In the lungs, it becomes oxygenated from the air we breathe. The lungs are like balloons that fill with oxygen. The blood then returns to the heart and is transported to the body via arteries and capillaries. The oxygenated blood delivers its oxygen molecules to various tissues throughout the body, such as your brain, your muscles, your stomach, and even your skin. This process is like a taxi. The taxi picks up its passengers, drives them down the streets, and drops them off at their destination. Once delivering the oxygen, the blood becomes deoxygenated. The deoxygenated blood travels through the veins and back to the heart, where the process begins again. Have you ever noticed when you get a paper cut, your blood is bright red and runny, but when adults donate their blood, it appears dark red and syrupy? This is because the oxygenated blood traveling through your arteries and capillaries appears bright red like a cherry. The deoxygenated blood traveling through your veins appears to be a darker red. This color change is a result of a lack of oxygen in the red blood cells. Another main protein that creates the color of blood is hemoglobin. One interesting fact is that not all animals have red blood because they have different versions of this protein. For example, lobsters and octopi bleed blue blood, whereas marine worms have pinkish purple blood, ladybugs have yellow blood, and some lizards even have green blood.
Why do veins appear blue? It is commonly thought that our veins appear blue because our blood does not contain oxygen. Though this is correct, there is more to the story. It is commonly thought that our deoxygenated blood is blue because when we look at our veins, they appear blue. But as we learned previously, our blood is always red. So why do our veins look blue when we look at our wrists and palms? The truth is our veins are not blue at all. Our veins appear blue despite the fact that our blood is red because of the way our skin absorbs light. As light hits our skin, the light is absorbed and then remitted and sent back out into the air. The light that is shot back out by our skin gives us the appearance of blue rather than red. When looking at your wrists and palms, do your veins appear to be different shades of blue? These shades are due to different thicknesses of our veins. Veins that are thicker appear to be darker blue, while thinner veins are lighter. Another factor that causes the different shades of blue is the depth of veins in your body. Veins that are farther from the surface of your skin appear lighter than veins that are closer to the surface.
From what we've learned in the past few minutes, the blood in our body is red, even though our veins appear blue. The red color is due to the different phases in the oxygenation cycle of our blood. Although our blood is red, our veins appear blue due to the way light hits our skin. Always remember, arteries are red, veins appear blue. Blood carries oxygen throughout you.